Hey everybody, it's Taz. Welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One. Today we're going to take a look at another Wig Pro style. I have CAMILA here to show you today in 2 colors, plus we're going to do a live unboxing coming up. The featured wig styles were sent to me by Wig Pro in cooperation with Wig Studio One. All the Wig Pro styles are available at Wig Studio One. If you look below this video, expand the description box. I'll attach a link directly to CAMILA as well as the other Wig Pro styles. You can check out colors and pricing. We invite you to shop at Wig Studio One. If you have any questions for us, we're ready to help. Email support@wigstudio1.com. CAMILA is a soft, long, wavy style with some really feminine curl. It is such a sweet, sweet style. I have it here in the color 2780 R8. Now you may remember that I reviewed this color on the style Alexis by Wig Pro. And so I want to get into this color with you first. 2780 R8. So what I'm seeing here on CAMILA is that red blonde, or that strawberry, that medium strawberry blonde. You can see that all over. And then I feel like it's highlighted with both a light gold blonde and that silver blonde, which is basically a toned white, which really brightens it up. It neutralizes some of the red gold, and it really makes it a beautiful color. It's more of a light, warm blonde overall. That's kind of what meets your eye. And then all of that on what they say is a medium brown root. I think the rooting is done very well. In fact, I feel like this particular root is more of a light brown. Hopefully that comes across to you here. It transitions very well, and it's more ash in tone, no brassiness in that root color. Very, very well done. So let me grab the Alexis so I can just point out to you that this is a little bit of a warmer application of the 2780 R8 than it is here on the Alexis. The Alexis seems to have a little bit more of that silver blonde to break up that red gold. Both beautiful. Looking at the dimensions for CAMILA, in the front we're looking at 13 to 15 inches here on the layering. So that first layer coming way below your chin, probably striking your collarbone, and then another layer, and then that final layer at about 19 to 20 inches. That's the overall length of this style, and I did measure it from the crown to the tip of the hair in the back. If I stretched it out, it was 20 inches. If it curled up, it was 19. So right in between there. It weighs about 4.9 ounces, but it feels really, really lightweight on my head. And I'll talk about fiber here in just a moment. This one features a full lace front and left monofilament side part assembly. And I am really impressed with this cap. It has a lot of nice fine features. So looking at this lace front to begin with. So this lace front has a nice fine grid, nice fine knotting right there. You can see it gradually gets a little more thickly threaded as you move back into the style. Now this lace front does extend back into that ear tab a little bit. I think that's a wonderful touch because that just little bit of extension on that lace front will help obscure seams and give you more versatility in your styling. It's just a better look overall. And then the monofilament goes nearly back to the hind crown there. Really, really pretty effect on those lace features. This fiber is so fine and silky. It just feels like corn silk. And the density is on the lighter side. For a longer style, I think this density is very realistic. It doesn't feel too heavy. A lot of times the longer styles appeal to me because they're absolutely gorgeous, but sometimes that heavier density is really off-putting, especially if you're going to be wearing it for a long period of time. I just get kind of claustrophobic under the hair. But in this case, it feels like feathers. It's very airy and feathery. It moves beautifully. It has a very sexy look to it, don't you think? Now, in terms of PERMATEASE, you're going to find just a little bit of PERMATEASE. It's going to be mostly on the top around that monofilament and at the crown. Very, very little here at the back. Some here at the nape, but I'm not finding any thick pillowy type PERMATEASE anywhere. It's just enough all the way around. A lot of times you can really get into a lot of PERMATEASE on styles like this just because they want to give you that glamour effect. You know, the big hair on the top and on the sides. You're not going to get that here, but you can still get a little bit of lift where you want it. You'll see that the fibers are kind of coiled at the base of it, just giving it a little bit of contour, which will accentuate the lift that you want to get, but without a lot of PERMATEASE. Now, I will tell you that the fiber, as it is sewn into the top of this cap, kind of has a persistent forward movement, which is really going to make it a little more difficult to get any lift in the front. You know me, I like that little bit of contour, and that is not obvious here on this style. It just kind of wants to sweep forward and around the eyes. I feel like it does a nice job of staying out of the face as we've divided it along that monofilament here, but you can just see how light and fluffy this wig is. I'm just so excited about this one. I feel like it's a good alternative to some of those heavier long styles. Okay, so are you ready to do our unboxing of this next color? I haven't even looked in this box yet. This is CAMILA by Wig Pro in the color 12R8. You're familiar with the Wig Pro packaging by now. I'm deep into my Wig Pro series. So happy to be able to explore these styles and bring you these alternative options. I feel like there's a lot of great value in the Wig Pro line. And it does just give you more options. Who doesn't love options? Okay. Well packaged in that box there. I have to separate it from the bobby pins. Okay. And then I'll remove the net. It was inside out. Let's check the hang tag here. All right, before I shake it out and apply it, I do want to go over this cap with you. I think this is just such a well done cap. You'll see why. Look at that wide lace front that extends back into the ear tab. It's just gorgeous. A nice fine grid on that lace front. I'll wait to apply it to see, you know, what that lace front looks like up close. But wow, look at that. That looks beautiful. I love it when they extend that lace. And then we have a felted ear tab with long sturdy stays there. And then you have an extended felted nape with Velcro style adjusters. So again, comparing to Aesthetica, a lot of us really do prefer that Velcro. Now I can tell you that the fit, let's talk about the fit. So the fit is just perfectly average. I have to cinch it in just a wee bit to accommodate a petite average circumference, yet it has enough stretch. So I really love it when I can say with confidence that it's an average cap, and it probably would go from anywhere between 21.25, which is me, through 22.5, which is getting up into average large. That is my guess based on the piece that I'm wearing here. It feels beautiful. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is remove the tag before I start applying it. I'm also going to cinch this in just a little, as I had to do with this one. Hopefully the sizing is consistent. Just shaking it out, not swirling it, just shaking it up and down. And then I'm using my fingers. Wow, what a beautiful color. This reminds me a lot of let's say John Renault's 12 FS8. Has some highlighting around the face that you're going to be able to see. Wow, this is just so soft and silky. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me separate this part because it's in a tight weave there. And I always love to try to separate it and move it a little bit just to get rid of that weavy look. Some people like that weave look, and somebody told me at one time that that was a popular way to wear parts back in the day. I'm not quite sure the purpose of them in wigs. Okay, wow. So taking a look at this, what I'm seeing here is probably like a basic color of a light golden brown, I want to say, and then it's really heavily highlighted with both a medium and a light gold blonde. But you know, it doesn't look gold. I mean, if I isolate the strands, I'm like, yeah, that's probably gold, but it's not too warm. It doesn't have a yellowish look to it. It's certainly not as warm as the 2780 here. And then it is rooted with a medium root, but you know, that root is just done so well. It's ashen tone, light to medium, really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and change then, pop this one off and pop on this Camilla. Go ahead and separate that along the part. There seems to be a little more hair on this one, a little more fiber, don't you think? I'm noticing it, especially here on the sides and at the nape. It just has a little bit more of a lush effect here and feel, but it's the same fiber. It's still that very fine, silky fiber that's super, super soft and has beautiful movement. Again, just strikingly low PERMATEASE. So you're not getting that glamorous height, big Texas hair, but you can get a little bit of height if you want it. But again, I like having that option, don't you? So let's take a look at this lace front. Fine knotting again. Every other knot or so it's tied, and then it gets a little bit more thickly threaded as you move back. You see the monofilament there? You should be able to. It's so hard for me to tell just because there's the glare. And I can't get a really good look at any detail when I'm looking into the camera. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll do a side by side just so you can see them both together. We'll go outside and do a look at the colors outside, and then we'll do some styling. Styling Camilla is going to be a blast, especially if you really enjoy doing some elaborate updos and things. It's gorgeous the way it is. I cannot keep my eyes off of this color. I have not seen this in my own mirror yet, so I'm just seeing it through the viewfinder here in the camera lens, but wow, I just can't keep my eyes off of it. It's so pretty. I do expect this to work well with glasses just because of the slim profile around the head, the low amount of PERMATEASE there. So I'm not going to get too elaborate with my styling in this segment, but I do want you to be inspired to do those updos. So I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this. This makes some perfect holiday hair in my opinion. All right, let's try. Nice. Beautiful. In between the ear and the ear tab. Be sure to visit Wig Studio One to take a look at this style. All of the links are below the video. Have a great day, everybody.